Have you ever felt like everyone else is just moving forward in life, but you're just stuck? Like you're praying, you're trying, and you're doing the right things, but nothing is happening. So, one of the hardest things about following God is waiting. And today, I want to talk about why God sometimes makes us wait and why that waiting might actually be one of the best things of our life. A lot of people, especially young people, struggle with feeling like they're behind in life. You're seeing other people succeeding, other people getting opportunities, other people figuring out their purpose. And sometimes you start thinking, God, did you forget about me? Why isn't this happening in my life? Why am I still in the same place? Waiting for seasons can feel frustrating. Then they can make you question your purpose. They can make you feel like you're not progressing. But the truth is, just because you don't see progress doesn't mean God isn't working. Sometimes God is doing the most important work in your life during the seasons where it feels like it's the slowest. So there's a powerful verse that talks about this in Isaiah 40:31. It says, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with the wings like eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Notice something important. It doesn't say those who rush ahead of God. It doesn't say those who force things happening. And it says those who wait on the Lord. Waiting on God isn't about doing nothing. Waiting on God means trusting His timing instead of trying to control everything yourself. And sometimes the waiting season is where God is preparing you for what you have been praying for. When God makes you wait, it's usually for a reason. Sometimes God is building your character. Success without character can destroy people. So before God gives you the platform, the opportunity, or the blessing, He builds the person who will carry it. Sometimes God is preparing you. Think about Joseph. Joseph had a dream from God that he would become a leader, but it didn't happen overnight. Joseph was betrayed. He was sold into slavery. He was thrown into prison. Years passed before that dream actually became reality. But during those years, God was preparing him to lead a nation. The same thing happened with David. David was anointed by a king, but he didn't become king right away. He waited years. He faced challenges, and he went through difficult seasons. But those seasons shaped him into the king God wanted him to be. Because this waiting season isn't the punishment. It's not a punishment. It's preparation. And sometimes it's protection, because if God gave you certain things too early, you might not be prepared for them yet. It's like taking a test in school. The day the test is, she don't give you no paperwork, she don't give you no time to study on the test, you're gonna fail the test. So if you're waiting on your season right now, I want you to remember this. Just because your life feels slow right now does not mean your life is going nowhere. Does not mean your life is going nowhere. Just because you haven't reached your goal yet does not mean God isn't working. God's timing is different from our timing. We want things fast, but God cares more making these things are right. And sometimes the greatest blessings in your life will come after the long waiting seasons. So if you're watching this and you're in a season where you feel stuck, don't give up. Don't stop praying. And don't stop trusting God. Because the same God who fulfilled the promises for Joseph, the same God who made David king, is the same God who is working in your life right now. And your waiting season might actually be the moment where God is preparing something bigger than you imagined. So remember this, waiting with God is never a waste of time. If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who might be needing it through their waiting season right now. And if you want more faith-based motivation and Christian encouragement, make sure you subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Stay strong, stay faithful, and keep God's timing.